All right, and today is another edition because yesterday's video is about the whatever I had to do yesterday with the sunroof and all that. But today I finally received a starter, a replacement starter, that was the correct one, and I did repair the starting circuit because somebody put in this green wire just directly into the ignition switch, which I'm going to do later, but at least I cut the wire out. And the problem was in the neutral safety switch because somebody burnt out the starter. That's the old switch. Probably going to open it up and see what's going on. I see a crack over here, I see some bulging going on. So yeah, they burnt this up. And that is the problem because when you try to start these cars with bad problems, that you got some issues that it doesn't start, so you want to fix the issue, not to try to crank it forever. And that is a new starter right there, and that's a new one, that's aftermarket. But the aftermarket one, I'll show you how it cranks versus the starter that I removed. The starter that I did remove, that's the Bosch remanufactured. Okay, and this is a remanufactured one. You can tell like the way it is. So, and either somebody burnt this up or it's just that the build was not very successful. So let's just listen to how it starts now, just to compare the previous start and the starting right now. Put all the lights on, ignition is on, and let's just start it. I'll put the camera down, let's go for it. That's it, like instant start, because that starter spins like a monster. It's just like I turn the key and it already starts, and that's how it is. So one more time. Yep. I also repaired the original base module. I found problems. This light came on because the battery was disconnected. I also have a feeling that brake light switch is sort of questionable, but and I have to put some lights inside the instrument cluster. But long story short, this is a great result, because the way they did it is that the whoever put that green wire into the ignition switches, that ran directly from the starter to the ignition switch. So now if the neutral safety switch is not in the circuit, basically you could have the car, let's say in drive. Hypothetically, you can put on the ignition, put it in drive, and then you would just start the engine and it's going to start rolling, because it will try to start. Once it starts to drive. Okay, so that could be same in the reverse as well, which is absolutely unacceptable. I mean, this is a serious safety hazard. So for that very reason, the circuit had to be put back to the original state, the right way, because whoever engineered this, they thought of it. They thought of like how it could have been. It's just like if you were to start the car in first gear on a clutch, and then it just, once it starts, it rolls. And that's the same concept. So whoever did that green wire, that was absolute disaster. This is just like horrible, whoever came up with this idea. Whereas that you could just diagnose it properly and just replace the neutral safety switch, which is, not a big deal, really. Okay, so neutral safety switch base module, that is the original base module. Here is this parts number. Where's my light? It's late at night, I gotta eat something. So here it is, 9032, all 4 fuses, and that circuit with the X now it's operational. So all of that is in place. I sprayed some grease, silicone based, so I have some corrosion resistance. And you know, see, like right here, like I have something going on over here. What is that? Yeah, some plastic. See, it's always a good thing to have a little bit of corrosion resistance silicone based fluid over these things. This bolt is missing, it was missing, but the computer box is all in place. I have communication from both EZLs now, so all of this is on point, and I'm extremely happy. So it's coming along. The next thing will be is to figure out the situation with the e-brake, because the cables are loose and the cables are not bringing the pedal back, the e-brake pedal back up. So I have to look in the back of the vehicle what's going on over there. Then the SRS module, that is to be replaced, well, or maybe checked out, or whatever the case is. I have to look into it, but that will require removing the center console. Drains are glued up. Next week is going to be rainy, so I'm done with that. The one-way valve is on order, it's coming in soon, so I will replace a one-way valve for the air pump, because I don't want no check engine light. You know, even though I don't know if this car is going to give me check engine light or not, I don't know yet, but that's to be seen. Now I have to clean up the engine bay, obviously pressure wash it and what have you, and then spray it with also that silicone anti-corrosion sprays. Oh, I did the evap valves, these two. I repaired one of them. Actually, the other one works, so I repaired this one. So now I have the vacuum line to the throttle body connected, and it works, and that is good. Ignition module, one of them was replaced. Well, you know, I'm moving along more or less. It's just that to get the car in this condition to be done, so it's like in drivable state in about a month, that is a big stretch. I kind of trying to, and I still have lots of things to do, but you know, hydraulic is leaking, and yeah, there's still a lot. And then there's some codes, the errors and what have you. But anyway, so I guess I'll make this as a separate video for today. I spent few hours today, maybe like 5 hours or so, just getting small things here and there done, but it's coming along. So now I have to just drop it down from the ramp, because I have the jack, I have the ramp, and I have the jack stand over there. So it's like 3 point of contact. God forbid if something happens, then it's just like if one of them fail, I have 2 other fail safes available. The ramp is just like the last resort, right? So it's actually, well, it's a little bit of tension on it, but not much, because the jack, the jack stand holds it up for the most part. The jack itself is just going to take the next hit, and then if all of those 2 fail, then this one will remain. Plus some e-brakes are on, and then the wood chucks on the tires. I mean, you know, I don't want to get killed under this car, so therefore I'm doing it like that. Plus I have to deal with the oil leaks up front and what have you, the fans, and that is all to be dealt with later. Okay, well, for now, this is it. Victor here, RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.